Hey, we're doing another garden walk here just before July. We got some good news coming into the garden. Right here we've got a cucumber that I just honestly kind of had written off, and it started growing and putting out some flowers, and it's grown into the chicken wire. That's fantastic. Mrs. S&H went out and she got a black cherry tomato from the local big box, and it seems to be doing really well. And we've got lots and lots of tomato flowers, and really the tomatoes are the big star this week. The beans have never really recovered. You can see that here in the teepee when we had the bean mosaic virus, so that's probably going to have to be pulled out and wait till next year till that spot's even reasonably usable again. We pulled off a couple of tomatoes off of our Rutgers, New Jersey tomato here, and we got a couple more that are starting to blush out a little bit and turn red, so those are doing well. The plant was so tall that it fell over, so I had to kind of do some emergency restaking here, and hopefully we'll grow another good set of tomatoes on it. Over here, this is the other Rutgers. We've got quite a few tomatoes coming in on that one. And the last of our tomato starts we put in the ground just to see if we can get them to survive through July. That's being a brutal month here in Florida. But you can see our Romas right there doing really well. But if you look around too, you can also see how much the grass and the weeds have exploded here in the garden. I come out every day and I do pick some, but they're just not, they're relentless, so they're not going to give up, and neither am I. Our okra has been drooping during the hottest part of the day, so hopefully it survives the heat. We know it's a heat-loving plant, and we just got our first couple of okra off of it. Brought them in the house today. Our carrots are still alive. I didn't know if they were going to survive or not during the heat, but they seem to be tolerating it pretty well. Then we finally have a squash that is doing okay. It's still got a little bit of powdery mildew. You can see it right there, but I did take off some leaves that had a lot of powdery mildew on it, and hopefully we can get that one to survive too. We're going to treat it with a little bit of foliar spray and keep enough water on it just to get it through the hottest part of the day, and hopefully we'll get a squash this year. And then over here, here's some of those other tomato starts that have really started to grow, and those will be our late season tomatoes. There's our Cherokee purple that has just exploded. There's actually 3 of them in there, and we've got lots of flowers on that one. So the tomatoes really the star of the show right now. Jalapenos are still doing well. We made a great salsa on that. I posted a picture on Instagram of that one, and we've harvested just about all of our bell peppers out of there, but they're starting to add a few more flowers. You can see a couple more coming in on the red bell pepper plant, so those will be good to go. And then here's the garden box. I've got 1 tomato in there that is growing pretty well, and then when I transplanted over these watermelons, they just kind of died off and didn't really do anything, so we'll see what happens. That's it for now. Thanks.